Most AI projects fail because their first goal is too large. Teams decide they want to automate customer service or reimagine the sales funnel, but those are categories, not tasks. An agent project should always begin with something small and specific. The more defined the task, the faster you can test, learn, and improve. Think of it this way. Your first agent isn't supposed to change the business overnight. It's supposed to prove that an agent can do one thing reliably and add value. Once that works, scaling becomes straightforward. Try not to buy into the hype here. Let's define what makes a good first task. A good first task has 3 traits. It's self-contained, measurable, and tied to an existing workflow. Self-contained means it can be completed within a single interaction or conversation. There should be a clear beginning and end. Measurable means you can tell whether or not it worked. Either the customer received the answer, the ticket was resolved, or the data was captured. Tied to an existing workflow means it replaces or enhances something your team already does. The worst place to start is with a task that depends on 10 other systems or multiple departments signing off. Let's look at how Terminal Roast approaches this. Taryn, the owner, initially wants to automate everything. Order ahead, pickup coordination, product recommendations, and customer surveys. Her enthusiasm is good, but the scope is way too big. After some discussion, she decides to start with something small and clear. The agent will talk to customers about new flavors, pastries, and recipes. It'll collect those suggestions, summarize them, and send Taryn a weekly report with the top ideas. And that's it. This version is achievable, measurable, and useful. It gives Terminal Roast a way to test the technology, train their internal team, and create early value without a massive rollout. This approach applies to any organization. Start with a single, narrow use case that aligns with your business goals. If you run support, pick a topic or a category of question that comes up often. If you run sales, pick a step in the process where response time slows deals down. If you run HR, focus on one employee question that gets repeated over and over. When you start small, you can test quickly, collect data, and see whether the agent actually delivers value. And if it does, expanding its responsibilities becomes a natural next step. Here's a good litmus test. If you can't explain your agent's purpose in a single sentence, its scope is probably too broad. Some good examples might be, our agent helps customers check their order status, or our agent helps new hires understand company benefits, or our agent summarizes customer feedback weekly. Each of these is narrow, measurable, and connects directly to an existing workflow. This first step defines how quickly you can move from pilot to production. When the project is clear, you avoid wasted effort and guesswork later on. Most teams think the challenge is building an advanced agent. In reality, the challenge is defining a simple one. This is a much bigger problem than the technology. Terminal Roast will learn from its first small deployment, refine it, and then expand the scope once it delivers value. The same discipline applies to any organization that's serious about making AI agents part of their operations. A successful first task gives you confidence, data, and proof that the investment is working. Everything else builds on top of that.